Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of Svengali Sunday. What's up, Graham?
What's up? I thought you were going to say welcome to the show.
Welcome to episode 2. We did 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good.
Listen, getting to the second one is the hardest fucking thing. That's basically the hardest fucking thing. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Lynn, Rach, April, Tubby1, Code Skulls, Matasim. What's good? Gertz, how's it going? Welcome in. Make sure everybody checks in. We're also live on Instagram for the first time ever. So if anybody has Instagram, go check if everything's working. But yeah, man. Episode 2 is Svengali Sunday. We didn't do it last weekend. But I feel like getting to a second episode is a big achievement because everybody does their first.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's just getting used to it. Just used to the cycle of it, and then we'll be good to go.
Exactly. Welcome in, everybody. The first thing I wanted to talk about today, I've been waiting for a little while to discuss this, but I wanted to jump straight into.
Are you gonna piss me off?
Yeah, no, I'm not. Something that happened after last stream is a lot of people were that watched the clips and stuff wanted to know some behind the scenes stories from like Svengali stuff, anything that like isn't readily available for people. And I feel like all the things that I could think of are probably not good to talk about. But yeah, I wanted to see what your pick would be before I say mine.
Behind the scenes. All right, so behind the scenes, is it what? Is it us prepping behind the scenes? Is it like shit that happened on the show? Yeah,
basically anything pre-show, studio, anything that isn't necessarily readily available for everybody to figure out.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm just gonna try and keep it PG, right?
We start with PG
and we see if we up it up a notch. Behind the scenes. All right, I've got a cool story. Do you remember when I hit the guitar on the roof of El Barrio?
I do remember that, and your tuning went out, I think, right?
Yeah. So here's what happened, right? So the guitar I decided to play on that day was actually the same guitar that we played on our last show, the Jackson V. And the Jackson V has a Floyd Rose system, which is like a locking system.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about the Floyd Rose is that it has knots at the top of the neck, right before the headstock, where you lock this, and technically it helps you lock the tuning in place. And I usually never lock those, ever. Just for me to just get the flexibility. If anything goes wrong, I have access to it. The one time I decided to listen to Dave Kimmerly, at the time he was helping us out with the backstage stuff and during the performance, and we were talking. He's like, "Why don't you lock them?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Dude, I don't know. I like the flexibility. I don't want to lock them." And he's like, "No, trust me, dude. Like, you lock them, you have a lot more stability in your tuning and whatever." And I'm like, "You know what? I'm gonna lock them." And I end up locking them before the show, and we start playing the show. And I don't remember what song it was, and I think there was a middle part in the song. It was an open chord or something. And if anybody has seen our shows, we usually just go apeshit, right? And I grabbed the guitar, I was holding it up, and in El Barrio the roof is low,
really low, yeah.
And I ended up hitting the headstock and right at the roof. And we continued through the song, and I was completely off tune. Like it just hit, and then everything just went to shit. And I remember Ali, at the end of that song, he's like, "Dude, check your tuning." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't even realize that. And I checked my tuning, and it was like completely out. It's not like something that you can get away with. It was completely out. And the only way to fix the tuning was to actually release those locks. And
you need like a fucking Allen key or whatever.
Allen key, and we couldn't find the Allen key. Nobody had an Allen key, and I was stuck with the guitar. And it was like a good fucking 5 minutes of panic, if you remember. And it was. Were we alone on that show? Yeah, it was just a Svengali show, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's a good one.
And the problem is, I had a second guitar, but the second guitar was tuned to the drop D, and that was tuned to drop C.
Yeah.
And the other one was also a Floyd, and I couldn't just switch between the tunings, and it was a fucking disaster. I think Jimmy from Reprobate was there, and I tried to ask him for his guitar, but it was also a completely different tuning, and I don't remember how we got out of it. I think we just... Oh, shit. And after that, we were supposed to play Better Off.
For the first time, yeah.
For the first time, and then we ended up playing it one step higher because I played it on the other guitar, and I don't know how Josh managed to do it.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
Then,
that was a good one.
Yeah, fuck. and then we I think we just did. We ended up doing 2 more songs or something that were like in drop D, and that was it. Luckily, we were like, I think, more than halfway through the show. But yeah, that's one. And then yeah, I've never listened to Dave again.
That's a good one.
That's a good
your guitar hit a lot of things, and if anybody wants some stories from shows, yo, Handy, what's good? Your guitar hit me on the head several times.
Absolutely. I mean, your head hit my guitar. It can be seen, 2 different ways.
This is a good segue. The way when we were actively playing a lot of shows, the way we would rehearse and practice is we had the methodology of like, we're gonna play the full set with full performance in the rehearsal room 3 times, because if we could pull it off 3 times and still actively be performing and getting everything right, then on the day of the show with sound check and a chill drink and having fun, we're gonna nail it.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of people do that anymore.
I don't think anybody does that. I remember talking to a few of the bands that were coming out at that time, and I think that is the question that we got the most, is like, how do you guys prep for your shows? And yeah, to my surprise, whenever I tell them like we do a full-on dress rehearsal, it's not like we just play the songs and leave. There was a lot of surprise, and I was surprised that nobody was doing dress rehearsals, right? Because I come also from an entertainment background, right? And we see shows and we see how people do shit, and everything from theater to whatever. Everybody does a fucking dress rehearsal, right?
Yeah.
They do it like it's supposed to go on in showtime. But yeah, I was surprised that not everybody does that.
Yeah, I remember practice. You'd need a fucking nap after. Like, it was if you were able to walk out with your shirt still intact, it was a bad practice.
Yeah, but even the small details of what you'd expect to do on stage, because just in case shit went wrong, you practiced enough to deal with that stuff going wrong that you're just not stopping your show, right? And that comes back to also when we talked about equipment and all that stuff, where it's like, know your shit, know your equipment, know your pedals, know everything in and out, because when shit hits the fan, nobody's here to save you, and you can't just stand fucking clueless on stage, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Even I remember to the point of how what we'd say to the crowd, how we'd say it, where do we stop? Everything is fucking rehearsed, as natural as it. And I think the reason it looks natural for us is because of how much it was practiced.
Yeah 100%. What's up, Vap? What's up, Not So Safe? I think, I don't know, man, I was talking to a couple of people about this. There's this video that for some reason is now getting shared. It's really old. It's a piece somebody did about Desert Experiment, and okay. I got like 3-4 people sending it to me. It's just a YouTube video, interviews with everybody that was there, the old in the mix studio with everybody jamming in different rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, man. I was talking to a couple of people about this. The scene now doesn't have that, like, everybody, there's 10 original bands doing their own thing, doing their own sound. It's not like that anymore for some reason. There's a lot of musicians, but there aren't like bands that are putting out original music. Safe is in the chat. So Meta Rust is now considered the old guard as well because they've been around for a fucking minute. But what new bands are putting out music? I mean, Ash and Burn was the only one that I heard.
Yeah, they just released a song
in a fucking long time. Yeah, I don't know. I've been going to shows. A lot of the shows are cover songs. And a lot of them aren't necessarily like the way we used to do Desert Experiment, where we'd get a song and then change the arrangement or change its genre and shake it up a bit. There's a lot of just like, we're just gonna cover the song, which I think is like, you know how we always say the Middle Eastern scene is cyclical, right? Like it gets really high and then it just drops, and then it gets really high again and then drops.
Yeah,
I think we're in the drop. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not online that often. I'm not online that much, so I don't know who's releasing what that much, and haven't been going to shows like you are. But I've been seeing a lot of the stories that people repost and do all that stuff, and yeah, I think most of it is covers. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if that's the start of a cycle of something good, because that kind of reminds me of how I started with music and how shit was in the metal scene, like for example in Lebanon and everything, and every band that just started would always start with covers, right? You play covers, you get on stage, you get the experience, and then you slowly want to start making your own music, blah blah blah, all that stuff.
You know what's weird?
That was just,
sorry to cut you off, but that is weird because I was talking to Herbert from Sandstorm, and I was telling him I never had that. I never did the cover phase. I face first into the concrete, straight into original music. I didn't really have like this growth phase in cover bands.
But also, you're not proficient in an instrument, right? So for you to be,
when I was playing drums, when I was playing bass, we never, I only cared about like the creative process of writing.
Yeah. For us, at least for me, it was like more of a learning curve. It was a school, right? It was like, okay, I like this style, I like this shit, I don't know what to do. And obviously the internet was not like it was now. Fuck, I feel old when I say this, like back in our day.
Back in dial-up days.
There were barely any tabs online and shit like that. And
you're older than Google, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Unfortunately. Yeah, it's like, it was, at least for me, it was more of like understanding the instruments and getting proficient. And for me, it was also like, if you could play certain songs, this is the benchmark that you got to a certain level, right? So for me, it's like, okay, I want to play whatever, like Nirvana songs, and then you play that, like, cool, now I'm aiming for Whom the Bell Tolls, and now I'm aiming for Master of Puppets, and then next thing you know, you're aiming for Sepultura and Slayer and like whatever, right? And then once you hit that, it's like, okay, cool, like this is your stamp of approval on you getting better, because now your skills are getting better.
Yeah.
And then because the dream back in the day when we were kids is to just be on stage and play, and you see your bands and you wanna technically do what they do, you just be like, okay, cool, let's just play covers. And then, but in the metal scene in general, like in Lebanon at least, like everybody started with covers, but I wouldn't say anybody waited more than a year to just start making original music.
Yeah.
And then obviously you'd suck, and then you get better and better and better. So I don't know if the case is the same here, where now everybody's just playing original covers and like getting the scene active again and whatever, and then at some point somebody's gonna form a band with somebody else, and then, or it's just, you know what, or we're just gonna play covers.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case, but I think, yeah, I'm not sure what you consider active at this point in scene being active, but I think I think we mentioned these guys episode 1, where we talked about who released music, and like I think I mentioned Mortal Coil, I mentioned April, who else? But yeah, I don't think I can like mention 10 songs that were released in the last 2 months, for example, from this
year. I see Rach in the chat saying April, Mortal Coil, Gates of Gomorrah are in the studio. Safe is saying, same for us, Adnan, we only played covers back in high school, but since learning how to produce, we refuse to play covers to help promote ourselves and our songs, but it gets us refused at gigs. Yeah.
I
No
mean, it's
one's.
not gonna get you refused at a metal gig. It's gonna get you refused at a fucking brunch gig, and I don't think you want to play at brunch, because if you're going to fucking double decker or lock, stock, and barrel and go like, yeah, I want to play your brunch gig, you're the problem. Like know your crowd. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
doubt Meta Rust are trying to book brunch.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if they're not trying to book brunch and they're trying to book gigs like Metal East and Sandstorm and all these people, nobody's gonna tell them. I'm pretty sure and I'm pretty sure nobody told them no. You gotta play covers. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. The thing is, the way to promote music these days is fucking insane. It's very different. It's very different to how when we started. And I was talking to you about this a little while ago, but like bands are doing full on skits on Instagram and TikTok now to promote a song that came out, like comedy skits basically, that has the song embedded in the background.
Yeah.
And the idea that that song might go viral, then a percentage of those people will go check out the band, and a percentage of those will stick around. And it's not. I mean, when we started, it was on Facebook, and we just posted the songs. And the first show we ever played, there were people singing along. It was very fucking different. It's a lot harder to get people's attention these days.
Exactly. And you got to do what you got to do at this point. You know, for me, I don't care whether you have to dance or not. It all depends on your goal and what you're trying to do, and you gotta jump the train, man. This is a trend now. It might not be the same in a year. Do what you gotta do to put your music out, depending on what your goal is. If you're happy being a bedroom musician and like somebody who just posts a song and just leaves it be out there, you know, for whoever picks it up and shares it, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But if you want to try and get it organically to as many people as possible without having a budget to actually properly market it and run the ads and do all that stuff, that's what you got to do. Like take Damage Right, for example. I released a song, I like marketed it just on the stories and whatever, and then whoever picks it up. Like that's it. I don't have any further goal with it than this. I just want to make that kind of music. I miss that kind of music, and I just want to put it out. You like it, great.
Yeah.
You don't, great. You find it, awesome. You don't, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, the abandoning the song once it's done is a big fucking element as well. Like, once you put it out there and you try to promote it as much as possible, if you're not playing shows and stuff like that, you just got to have it kind of
absolutely
have its own life, basically.
Yeah, and the more extreme your style is, the harder it is going to be for people to actually connect with it and share it, right? It's because the more extreme you go, the narrower your niche is going to be.
Yeah, that's a good point. Our bands, I feel like that might not be the case anymore. I feel like most of the big bands that are like internationally big are pretty fucking extreme these days. Like, if you played Slaughter to Prevail 10 years ago,
yeah,
that's a fucking heavy band. And they have, 4 million monthly Spotify listeners and crazy numbers everywhere. But
look at why, right? Like, yes, their music is awesome, blah, 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 all that stuff. All that's given for you to actually be worthy of being that big, right? You're not going to be big with shitty music and whatever. But if you look at it, most of their success is from Alex, and Alex has his own page back in the day where he used to growl pop covers.
Yeah,
he does say I wanna see, you know, all that shit. So he used to grab the mic and and everybody was like, what the fuck? So even the people that listen to pop would be like, what the fuck are you doing, right? Because it reached those kind of people, and then that he funneled that into his band. You know, the only one that I don't know or how that happened for them was Lorna Shore. And even the founder, the guitarist, I was listening to a podcast, the Riff Hot podcast that I listened to. And when he was talking and the guy was telling him about like how fucking big they are now, he himself said, I have no idea why. I've been doing the same thing for 20 years. Yeah. Why now? Why it picked up now? Why people want it now? Maybe it's time. I don't know.
It could be a similar thing to Slaughter because it happened when Will Ramos joined. they've had 3-4 singers before him, but when that guy joined, they exploded.
But I don't know. Did Will have a previous like big following or whatever?
No, I think it was I forget the song name, but where he does like those fucking inhale grunt pig noises.
Yeah.
That spawned a lot of reaction videos, like thousands of reaction videos, and that song blew up, and that's how it started. I think. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah, so I don't know, and then he went mainstream with all these mainstream vocal coaches reacting to his vocals and whatever, blah blah blah, and then they end up putting a camera in his foot, like it just kind of snowballed.
There was one video I saw where it was him reacting to sounds, and he had to guess if it was an animal or a human.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That's so fucking cool. Such random ass content. But what's a big highlight for you that you found in the last like couple of months internationally? Just a band that you heard and you're like, holy shit.
Holy shit moment? I haven't had a holy shit moment in ages, to be honest. There's a lot of cool bands that I'm listening to that I love their vibe and their production, their music and whatever, but nothing that I would say was holy shit. Like nothing that funny enough, there is no album these days that I listen to from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's a single based thing, right?
Even the bands that I like that release albums, for some reason I never make it. It wasn't like back in the day. Like I still have my albums that I always like whenever I want to listen to something and I don't know what to listen to or what I'm in the mood for. There are certain albums for bands from fucking the 90s still that for me are still that wow fucking factor. This day and age, I don't know, man. I think there's a huge influx. There's almost like this option paralysis at this point. And to be honest, a lot of it kind of still sounds the same, you know, even the ones that I like.
Sounds the same to other new bands coming out.
Yeah, like most of them, like they kind of sound similar. I'm not able to speak today. Yeah, like if you look at the modern stuff that I like, that are like actually really good music, right? You've got Memphis May Fire, you've got Wage War, you've got I Prevail, all these guys, right? But you can lump them in just same fucking structure, same whatever, the melodies, the production style, everything. Nothing. I don't know. Like I enjoy Sleep Token. But again, they're not a wow. They're not a wow fact. Like for me, Sleep Token is. I'm surprised. Like I love them. They're great, but I'm surprised of how people don't even realize that they're just a more produced Porcupine Tree version. Like if you know Porcupine Tree and you listen to Sleep Token, other than the extremely down tune, the low tuning that they play in, it's literally Porcupine Tree on like steroids in terms of production and stuff like that, you know? So
what does chat think? I'm curious.
Right? Are they good? Absolutely. But are they insanely new and whatever? Like, no, like that's why like I don't know. Let's see. Wow, JM, the Porcupine Tree, and let's see if Rach agrees with me on this. Because Porcupine have the same elements. They've got the weird trippy shit, the pop stuff, the really heavy elements, all that. You know what I mean? It's just like a different type of production with Sleep Token and lower tune. And obviously, I don't know his stories of whatever the vibe of Vessel is, and all the wetness the ladies, the ladies have for him, and whatever the smut he put in his lyrics, but other than that, in terms of music and
it's twerkable music. it's twerkable music.
So yeah, I mean that's my take on it. I'm probably gonna get shit for it, but let's see.
I'll be honest,
I don't know, is there anything for you that like have been wow?
The thing is, with it's almost like you said, with the stream and everybody requesting songs and stuff like that, I get to hear a lot of good shit, but I haven't heard anything where I'm like, I'm gonna go get the full album. And the ones that I did was like Machine Head. I just went back to
Actually, I take it back. There's one band that actually is very different in this modern day and age, which is Orbit Culture. They're
Yeah.
really different in terms of how they're doing stuff between their production elements. Their songs are fucking stories, although they're like really heavy. There's a lot of ups and downs in them. I love what they're doing. They're actually for me they stand out from the crowd of what everybody else is doing.
Their live show was incredible as well. I got to see them live. They were bonkers.
Okay.
Fucking very fucking cool. What up, everybody on Instagram? Sorry, we're ignoring you. Come to Twitch. We're trying. Yeah, man. I don't know. Chat. What is Bleed From Within? That's another good band, but I didn't buy the album.
They're amazing. They're fucking amazing. They're insane riffers. They're great music writers in general. But is it?
I think this is the question. What is the last full album that you bought? And I say bought because everybody can pen an album on Spotify. But like, what's the thing that made you go buy the T-shirt?
Oh fuck!
You know what I mean? Like, not just I fuck with it. I have it on shuffle, and sometimes it plays a couple of the singles. Like, what's the one that you're like, now I'm a fan, I need to go get some merch?
That was The Sound of Perseverance by Death, 1990s. If I'm not mistaken, 1998.
This motherfucker hasn't bought a T-shirt since '96. Oh, yo,
Yeah,
Royal
man.
Black Art, thank you for
For me, that
the
was
follow.
the pinnacle.
That was
of what everything, musicianship, writing, music. It was just, for me, it was like. And funny enough, what?
Hanny says Sempiternal. He bought. He went. That's what is that? Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay.
I can't. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, but you know what I do now? Honestly, like I'm also guilty of the whole singles, whatever. Because what I do now on Spotify, I've got my liked list, and then they have the option for them to suggest similar. To or whatever, like to. So what happens is it plays like 2-3 songs of your liked list, and then it just plays a song that is not part of your liked list, but inspired by the songs and artists that you have, and that's how sometimes I discovered new shit and be like, hold on a minute, who's this? Okay, cool, add it.
Yeah.
So I'm like that. I'm like very passively listening, and to be honest, most of my active/passive listening is during my gym time. Like when that 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, that's when I'm actually locked in music and gym, and that's where I discover most of the stuff. I don't sit and listen, and like back in the day.
I do a drive listen. I have to drive when I'm listening to stuff.
Yeah, I rarely do that these days. I'm usually more into podcasting when I'm driving now.
Yeah, I mean I listen to a fuck ton of podcasts, but if I have like the new Machine Head, for example, when I got it, I was like, this needs a drive. Like it needs.
What did you think about it?
I fuck with it. I really liked it. I think. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Machine Head anyway. They could release a album with farts on it. I'll probably still like it because I'm just a fanboy. But this one was it was pretty fucking good. It was pretty fucking good. But dude, the other day I was in Egypt, and Spotify is rolling out this new thing where not only do you like a song and it suggests other things, but they built in an AI. They're rolling it out in different regions at different times. So I saw it in Cairo, but we don't have it here in the UAE. An AI DJ where you can literally talk to it. And my friend was like, we're going on a road trip for an hour. We want road trip style music in rock and metal.
Okay.
And that it will just sort shit out for you based on long drives and based on...
So it creates a custom playlist.
A custom playlist based on that. And it just instantly starts playing. And the motherfucker talks in between songs. Yo, that was Iron Maiden coming up next. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Wow.
What was that? I don't know when they're gonna roll it out, but my friend had it on his fucking Spotify. I was like, I don't even know how to react to that.
Yeah. That's weird. I mean, curating a playlist for you, that's fine, but talking to you in between the songs, and yeah, that's weird.
Hope your road trip's going well. Here's Lorna Shore.
Yeah. It's like, do you say please and thank you to ChatGPT?
Do you? I'm curious.
No, but I talk to ChatGPT like I talk to you. So now ChatGPT calls me dude. Yeah. So like, if I have a problem to solve and then we solve it, and it's like, yeah, man, that worked. It's like, all right, awesome, dude. It's like that's great.
Fucking crazy. Do you do the voice or you type it?
Sometimes voice, sometimes I type it. It depends.
Can we do this research, please? Imagine you didn't say please, and it was like, that's rude.
Yeah.
That's fucking rude. Stop being rude to me. I wonder if there's anybody writing lyrics with ChatGPT.
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just like when I get stuck, I'm just like, you know how you go to the thesaurus?
Thesaurus, yeah.
So sometimes I'll be like, I'll post a line on like, give me words, with the same meaning, or like something that rhymes with it. I'm like, fucking talking.
You need a coffee, bro.
Yeah. Something that rhymes with whatever, blah, blah, blah. And like, I'll that's how I do it. It's so much faster than trying to search and Google it.
Yeah, but you're using it to like, I use a thesaurus, right? I use like, what is another way to say cold? You know what I mean? Yeah. But what if somebody typed in, I'm in a metal band, I want to write a song about XYZ. Yeah. Give me 4 verses.
I tried it also. I tried it for inspiration.
Yeah.
Like, the topic, and what I did is I was like, all right, I'm writing a metal song and it's about whatever the topic is, and then I want to write it in the style, let's say, of Chuck Schuldiner, right? And then give me 3 verses and 2 choruses or whatever, and then it would just write it for you, and then it could be like very poetic, like the old school way of doing lyrics, and very metaphoric and whatever. And you can be like, no, make it more less poetic, more neutral, blah blah, all that stuff, and it just gives you a lot of things, but nothing too usable. There's usually generic stuff in there, but it definitely triggers something. Like it kind of triggers your thought process, and you're like, oh shit. It's like technically when you write to somebody else, right? Like when, okay, give me a line, or how are you feeling in a certain way, but you know what I mean? And like we have a conversation, and then you're like, cool, that's a cool line, and then you write it, and then like that could be
that's how we wrote most of Svengali lyrics. It's just us sitting in a room going, I feel like this. All right, I'll jot down a couple of lines and read them out to you guys, and we're like, oh yeah, that fucking sucks, or yeah, that's sick. Let's keep going on with that. I think.
Yeah. I mean, if you end up copy pasting it, it's just gonna sound generic as fuck. It is generic, right? It's. But I think it's good. It's good to just stir up ideas and open up your mind to other possible ways of maybe saying something or getting an idea out.
I'm curious if there's big bands out there that like songs that we've heard that are like, oh yeah, ChatGPT wrote this verse.
I mean, dude, there's full AI music now. Remember, like it's so I wouldn't be surprised,
dude. We talked about it last time. There's somebody signed an AI band to a record label.
Yeah.
I still don't know how that works.
And I've been seeing this AI thing that helps you with producing songs, and now Timbaland is like fully endorsing it, and that thing turns like a hummed melody on your phone to like a full-on production for you with the elements, and then you can.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Instagram. I don't know if you guys saw it in chat.
Suno, something like that.
No, Suno, you type a command, but there's this other one where they send you a microphone, basically. You plug that in, and in your DAW, there's got to be a software with it where you say like,
you hum the melody, and
this is the piano, and then you just hum the melody, and it aligns it, fucking puts it to grid.
That's great. That's not AI composing for you, right? Because this is great for somebody that can't play the piano, right? But they're good with melodies, right?
Yeah.
They can go like, I want that, or even with they don't know how to write a beat and they can beatbox it.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're still being creative. You're still creating that. Suno or Sumo or whatever, it's just like you hum the melody and it produces a full song for you. You know? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm all for whatever tools you need that would help you make more music. Like for example, me, I use a tool called Chord Track in Cubase. Whenever I need to work, let's say for work-related stuff, not Svengali stuff. Whenever I have a client that has a reference song that they want, or a certain vibe that they want of a song, and they send it to me, the cool thing that it does, you can drag and drop that song and it shows you all the chord progression. And because I'm musically illiterate, I don't know anything about progressions and chords and theory and whatever, that gives me a blueprint of, oh, okay, cool. So if I need to get to that emotion fast for my business from whatever, okay, these are the chords that I need to use. And then I'll just drag and drop the chords and Cubase creates those chords for me because I don't even know what the chords are, right? And then based off of that, I start just shifting things and, creating the melodies off of it and all that stuff. So for me, I'm all for it. Any tool that would help you make music and create, go for it. But when it comes to the tool creating music for you, then that's where we draw the line.
That was another question that came up after the last episode. Some people were asking, what are Svengali's like creative process? Like, how do we sit down and start working on a song? And I found it difficult to answer because I was like, so many different ways. There were so many. Yeah, each song had its own thing.
Yeah. Through the time, it was different, right? And that's the thing. I think with the time and technology that we have now, even most of the big bands that we know don't even get in a jam room and jam songs anymore, right? Because you have the ability to do it. So if we want to go through it as a quick historically, I think when we did we started with doing things inside the room, and I remember like fucking Theory of Mind, we were making one song a day, right? And we just like fucking just sit and be like, all right, let's just see what comes up, and then we start fucking noodling, and then that's cool, keep that, remove that, whatever. And this is when we used to fight a lot on on the stylistic choices and all that shit. So and then I think with the progression of everything and the technology and how shit happens now, it's completely different. But how do we sit and decide on working a song? I don't know, man. It just comes. Like you just wake up one day and you're like, I feel like writing, and I usually just sit. And I think the one time that we actually did it on command was when we had the show and Josh was flying in, and we decided to do the songs that we have now. And I think we had 2 months before Josh flew in for the show, and we decided to take advantage of that. And we're like, since Josh is here, we can record all the choruses and whatever. And this is where I was like, fuck, I have two months to write songs. And this was the only time it was on demand. Which was also one way to do it. I'm not complaining about it. It's fun. But I don't know. I don't know if there's one way to.
There isn't.
Stick to the top of my tongue as a rock.
That's exclamation part. You can't hear that, but there's a song playing. I scored singing Boom Funk MCs. The way I used to do it is either something would trigger the lyrics, like an event in my life would trigger the lyrics, and then we'd build a song around that emotion, or the music would provoke an emotion, then I would write lyrics to that music. I mean lately it was like that. And I remember you'd either give me a title or like a theme, like you just said, and I'll write something that kind of feels that way, or I would have something written, a demo written down with a name, right? That's like, I don't know why I just decided. Like we have a song, right? What was it? Break the Silence? Mm-hmm. Is it still called Break? I think it's still called Break the Silence. And I don't know why
I was like, yeah, you know, this just feels like Break the Silence or whatever. And then we stuck to it. And then you wrote around that.
Yeah, 100%. Demo names are some of the dumbest things we have back in the day, and I feel like now they got more refined. Like the demo name is the feeling instead of like fucking Conquer was called Mluchia. Like
Yeah.
back then I was just calling it whatever the fuck, just to separate them from each other. But now we're like, what is that feeling? What
Yeah,
is
and I
that?
remember even like in Theory of Mind, you would adamant on having one word name songs.
Yeah, I still try to
Yeah.
lace IDs into things. And I remember, I don't know if it was for Theory or Sayonara, I wanted to make sure that the track list, every first letter spelled something out. Like if you read it vertically. But yeah, that's a good question. Do folks even do demos anymore? That's a great question.
Yes. I mean, absolutely. And I'll tell you why. I mean, demos in a sense where it's not the final recording, but not for me the final structure. At this point, I think when we write and I write the music, the structure is stays the same for, I would say, 90% of the time. But the reason it is because I'm too lazy to change the strings and sit and properly track when I'm trying to be creative. So I don't want to sit and think about how tight I am at this point and how clean I'm playing. I just want to get the idea out and get it out to the guys and whatever. So I'm not changing my strings. I'm not playing as tight as I should be. So that's why I would say it's a demo. It's even like it would be almost half mixed just to get the idea of and the vibe of the production and how it's going to be. But yeah, the only thing I need to do again is to fucking go back. And especially that's the problem though, right? When we finalize the demos and we decide that this is it, and that's like 6 months gone by, and then you have to go back and be like, what the fuck did I play here?
Yeah.
And try to remember the fucking riffs. And now what I usually try and do and always film the riffs, so like I go back and watch what I was playing. It makes it easier. But then yeah, you have to fucking change the strings and like sit, and now I don't have to think about the structure anymore, what comes in. I'm not being creative anymore. I'm just sat there focusing on how tight and clean I could be.
Which is very different to how we used to do it before. Before we would write in the studio and basically try to get a final take for that, and then just mix and get it out there. Even with the vocals, now we demo the vocals so we could, like you said, live with it, listen to it a couple of times. Oh fuck, I want to change this word, I want to change that word, or that delivery needs to be a bit better, and then like just focus on delivery. Safe says working on the recording after finishing the demo for the next Meta Rush song. The demo name is Tapping. We have lyrics and idea finished, but have no idea what to call it.
Dude, it happens to me. Like Damage Right songs are like song 1, song 2, song 3. Like now I don't do like stupid names, just numbers. But that's the thing. It's like I know what the topic is and I write about the topic. And mind you, I fucking hate writing lyrics. Like this is the bane of my existence. It takes me so long. For me, that's the longest process.
Yeah.
And then you write it and then you're like, okay, what the fuck do I call it? Is there anything that in the verses that I could use? And sometimes there is nothing in the verses that you could use. And you're like, fuck it. It's the bane of my existence.
I mean, I write a lot of lyrics all the time, so it's very different for me. But naming the song after you have an embedded name for it in your head is fucked. Because you also don't just want to grab the first word in the chorus and just call it that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Demotia, remember that? When we'd get so attached to the demo that anything else sounded weird. We would just we would be so stuck with the demoitis. There, that's the one. I just punched the keyboard for the name of the demos. There you go. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. I used to do that, but I was just like, now it's just for me also when I put the names 1, 2, 3, 4, it just gives me also perspective on which one, like the timeline of when the songs were written, or like which came first, which makes sense now.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. But also, are you thinking of them as singles? for Damage Right, or are you looking at it like, okay, this is going to be the track list, like this is the way I'm going to release it?
No, the Damage Right is just going to be singles, and they're not even going to sound the same. Like at Damage Right at this point, the second song is sounding completely different than the first song. It still has the Damage Right signature sound, kind of, but there is no limitation to whatever I feel like it. I'm doing it, and even the production is gonna sound different. The mix might sound different. I'm always learning new shit, bettering myself. So I'm not sticking to, okay, this sounded good on the first song, that's the template that I'm gonna use for the next ones. Like I'm mixing every song also from scratch, and however it feels like, however it sounds like, it's just gonna be out. It's just gonna be singles.
Curry Whiskers is asking, would you chat GPT the song titles? Just what would you do? Just stick the lyrics in there and be like, give me a song title?
That's a good idea. I haven't thought about it.
Oh, we should test that. We should test that with songs that we already have. Just drop in the lyrics and be like, what would you call the song, and see if it's got something completely fucked up.
Yeah, but that's actually not a bad idea. It's like send it and just tell me what you feel about it.
Try it now.
You want to try it now? Let's try it.
I'm gonna try it now.
Yeah. Let's do which one? Okay, so the next one that we're releasing is what? Hideaway.
Yeah.
So the title is Hideaway. Yeah, copy and paste it and without the title and see what title it gives you.
All right.
Give him also, I think you need to also give him a bit of a background on the genre, like give him what the genre is, right? Like,
I want to see what happens if we just drop it in as it is.
because if it's a black metal song, it's probably going to be a different title than if it's a...
Let's see. All right. Here we go. So I'm saying... If it comes up with something better than Hideaway, I'm a fucking...
We're changing it?
I'm a quit. This is a Svengali song. Here are all the lyrics.
Make sure to mention Svengali, the Dubai metal band, because we know there's...
Svengali, a Dubai metal band. This is a song by...
Let's see, ask him to come up with 3 titles or like 5 titles.
Here are all the lyrics to the song. Give me 5 song titles suggestions for it.
Let's see.
Fragments of guilt, red hands, heavy shame, schizophrenic confession, lock me up, or remorse reborn.
Remorse Reborn is not bad, but it's very 90s. The rest is very fucking generic.
Can you make the titles more modern? Red-handed, unfiltered, confession mode, lockdown, or guilt.exe?
Yeah, I think we're sticking with Hideaway.
That's dope, though.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you get stuck on a fucking song title, ChatGPT, if you have the lyrics and everything is ready, can ChatGPT listen to songs? Can you like upload music and be like,
oh, I don't know.
What do you think of this?
I don't know. I know it can give you fucking weird ass mix notes.
Oh, really?
So I'm working with somebody now that sent me a song to mix with like mix notes on what they're expecting the mix to sound like, and it was it felt like, I don't know, it felt like it was 18-year-old that just read about mixing, that read everything about mixing and decided to put everything in one place. So a lot of contradicting shit, a lot of things that don't make sense, and also it's suggesting on how you achieve a certain sound. And I want this, make sure you do XYZ. I'm like, that's
what, like EQ this frequency out?
And add IR to this, that with a better reverb to simulate I don't know what, and this shit feels narrow here. It was just like really weird. So I had to jump on a call with him and tell him like, listen, that's not how shit works. There's a lot of contradicting shit. Is this ChatGPT? He's like, yeah. I mean, he didn't want to admit it completely, but he was like, yeah, I got some help from ChatGPT. Like, yeah, it definitely sounded like ChatGPT.
Imagine having to credit ChatGPT as a fucking writer on your song because it wrote the lyrics and
Well, imagine you write
in
lyrics
collaboration with OpenAI.
and you don't, and then it gets flagged, copyright, whatever.
Start paying royalties.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Imagine collabing with AI. That would be. I mean, I told you. I think I mentioned it last time. We have a friend here on Twitch that we rated, and when we rated him, he said that he was working on a song where he got the AI to do like the drum beat, and then he recorded a riff, uploaded that, it suggested the solo, and he was like going back and forth. I don't know what AI he was using, but he was basically writing it with fucking AI. So technically he collaborated with some AI.
Yeah, I mean, I use it on a not collaboration, but I use it on a song that I've also done for a client. It's something commercial where I knew what the key of the song is, and I'm like, I didn't know what kind of chords I could play or progression to get a certain feeling, like I said. And I asked ChatGPT and gave me like multiple chord progressions and whatever, and then I picked and chose the chords. I even asked him to show me, obviously you can Google it, but like, how the fuck do you play these chords on guitar? And like it showed me like a tab of so yeah, I mean, it's helpful. It's like I think of it as like, you know, my friend that knows everything, right? You know, I'm just said, oh fuck, how do I play this chord? Like, okay, oh, I'm playing this chord. What can I? Because if you don't even think about ChatGPT, if you think about the DAWs that we use, like Cubase, for example, Cubase also has a chord chart in it. So if you're playing a certain progression and you're playing two chords and you open the third chord and it's empty and there's like a box of suggestions, you open it and it shows you the chord charts and it shows you the ones in greens that are the most logical to go to, and then other ones in orange that would sound a bit weird, and then the red ones that would sound like complete, you know, like, so there are tools that are out there to help you, but they're not going to make the decision for you to, you know, which chord to pick, what to do, blah, blah, all that stuff. So,
yeah.
So I'm all for it,
in collaboration with
me.
The what?
I mean, I'm all for it, especially for somebody like me who's not musically literate at all.
Oh yeah, me neither. That's a good question. Everybody that's a musician that's in the chat. Are you guys musicians that read music, or like me and JM, we just go, I went this one and then this one and then this one.
Play the 5, then go to the 8, and then do the 10, and then go back to the 0, and then go like brib, 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 you know?
I remember our conversations when we were talking about like writing beats or writing a riff, and the majority of it was like, yeah, I want to do that. No, let's go with it. Our drummer reads, I run by vibe. There we go.
Yeah, man. I've always done it by vibe or whatever. Like, if it feels right, it feels right. If it sounds right, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
The one thing that I think was like would not necessarily hinder me, but take me, if I was a bit more music literate, that would take me a lot less to figure out harmonies. If I wanted to harmonize something, instead of like being like, nope, yes, you know, I would be like, oh, okay, the harmony for this melody is this.
Yeah.
So it would just get me there quicker. That's how I think about it.
Yeah. But yeah, man, collaboration with AI. Collaboration. Who's your new, like, I want to collaborate with these fucking people? Because I know back in the day when we were writing and recording and stuff, we're like, oh fuck, imagine we can get Homeboy on this, or
like local or like your international.
Let's do international first. Like your Mount Rushmore of, dude, you know what would be sick if we get somebody on the song?
I would definitely want to get fucking Eloy on a song. Eloy Casagrande.
Yeah.
That would be fucking sick. Who else? Who would we collab with? Like Svengali, right?
Yeah.
I would probably say Justa.
Yeah, I would fucking love. You know, I would fucking love Just on the song.
Like get Justa or what's the guy from Killswitch?
Jesse Leach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think because it's just-
you're saying my Mount Rushmore as well, by the way.
because I'm thinking about Svengali, like, and what would fit Svengali, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna bring Tom Araya to do a Svengali song.
Yeah.
You know? I'll probably get Tom Araya to do a Damage Right song.
Yeah, mine would be Jasta, Jesse from Killswitch Engage, or Rob Flynn.
Yeah, absolutely, Flynn. I would get also Vogue to collaborate with. I'm probably not gonna collaborate with Vogue on a guitar. I'm just gonna sit to the side and just watch him play.
I was just gonna say, would it be a solo?
No, I wouldn't want him to fucking write. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would just sit on the sideline and probably bring him fries or something. I don't know.
Courtney LaPlante, yeah, I would jump on the song. I would have her. do
Courtney, is
vocals.
that
Spirit Box?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
On a Apocalyptica track or Septic Flesh.
So no, Rach, I want to put my vocals. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That would be
Yeah,
sick.
Replica would be cool. But yeah, I think those you know, if we're talking dead or alive, I'll definitely, it's obvious, Chuck and Dimebag for me.
Yeah.
That would absolutely be it. I would love to do Gene Hoglan on drums. That would be fucking sick. Yeah, that's lead. I don't know, man. I'm not much of a fan of leads. Actually, what I'm doing on the Damage Right stuff is I'm actually getting people to guest on the solos.
Yeah.
That's not me playing the solos. So people that I look up to in the scene, you know, from my days, Lebanese scene, here, people here, and whatever, and just like yeah, every Damage Right song is gonna feature a lead from a different guitarist.
That's a great segue. Who's from the regional scene that you want to collab with? Even if it's not Svengali, just somebody that you're like, fuck, I want to write some music with this person.
Oh, I don't know, man. You're putting me on the spot now.
That's what we do.
From the scene, let me think. Who the fuck is in the scene now? That's the thing. I'm not part of the fucking scene. You know, it's like I'm barely showing up anywhere. I don't know who's doing what. Like I would say Bailuni, but Bailuni we kind of collaborated with him in different ways, not necessarily in writing music. He's somebody that I think musically is insane. Who is it? Who are? Maybe actually Abzi.
Abzi, yeah, that was one of mine as well.
Abs, you know, I see his stuff on Instagram. That this guy is fucking non-stop releasing shit. You know, he's really active. Awesome.
He does like one song every 8 weeks at least.
And he's pretty active. He's a really good musician. His stuff is really also like original. You know, it's kind of fresh and new, which is cool.
Yeah. I fuck with Dead Leaf as well from Kuwait. One man band. Just fucking disgusting, grimy, industrial deathcore kind of stuff.
Yeah,
very good. He also collabs with Abzi. I actually got to work with Abzi a couple of years ago. We did a song together.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know who's active now and what's happening. I think I should be like, you should actually be sending me shit that's happening now. You're a lot more exposed to it than I am.
We needed to do, and this is something that I actually am working on. I was having a conversation with Dan Sugarman from Ice Nine Kills. For those that don't know, he's setting up a company called Slipstream, where it's like basically the way to explain it is like it's a digital campus. So there's going to be different classes: how to write a song, how to mix a song, how to promote yourself, how to do this, how to do that, like all these different classes. You sign up, and then all these professionals from different industries within the like music umbrella give you live classes, or you watch the video replay. and you get to submit your own music, all that stuff. But like, not just about mixing, not just about guitar, about everything. And we were sitting there talking about it, and I was like, bro, if the Middle Eastern musicians actually like understand what you're doing, a lot of people would probably sign up. And we started talking about, he's like, I haven't listened to a lot of Middle Eastern metal bands since the Battle of the Bands that we did 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, we should do a stream where you, JM, Dan, and myself just sit down and talk, listen to a bunch of Middle Eastern bands, like even maybe get them to submit. And instead of it being like a battle of the bands, more like constructive criticism or advice or whatever it is, if they have any questions. And we have fucking Dan there, who is an insane musician.
That would be sick, absolutely.
What do you guys think? Chat.
I'm definitely down for that, man. Definitely down. Let's do it. Would be cool to see what's happening.
You'd have to be a little nice, though. That's.
I'm always nice. What the fuck are you talking about? Just don't piss me off. I'm nice when I'm not pissed off.
When is that? When you're at the gym?
Yeah. No, I mean it's. I only get pissed off when I see people that just like are set in certain ways and just don't want to get better, or just giving me bullshit excuses about shit, and not like, for me, accountability is huge.
Yeah.
You know, take accountability. We can have a conversation. You don't take accountability and you want to blame everything on everyone else except you, then we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah. I should chat GPT that and make it write a song for us.
What about accountability?
Accountability. Chat, does anybody have any questions for either JM or I? And let us know how you fuck with this whole thing. Svengali Sunday, episode 2. It's really a big deal to have episode 2, by the way. Like, as somebody that has done podcasts and a bunch of things in the past, and has seen a lot of people want to start the same thing, getting the first like 4 episodes out is probably the hardest thing, because everybody's done their first episode. You know what I mean? It's just having the consistency to keep going.
Yeah, and I think also, I mean, I'm open to ideas from the chat or whoever is involved in this, you know, of things maybe they want to see more of on the channel, if they want us to talk about certain things, address certain things. Yeah. Whatever, like, we're down.
I think what we can do is probably post on Svengali Instagram like the day before, and just collect a bunch of questions then. Yeah, that would be cool. And then we'll also have whoever's in chat come along for the ride, and we'll do it that way.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think that would be cool. It's we haven't hung out like this in a long time, so I'm stoked about this.
Yeah, enough time to brainstorm. There we go. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And yeah, if you haven't already, !Svengali, if you want to get all this Svengali stuff, join the Unmuted Death Chord, our Discord, where we also talk a lot about music and movies, and just talk shit and just get weird with each other, generally speaking. I'm in the chat because in here for the ride. Yo, what's up, Fugzilla? That's on Instagram. And yeah, also, anybody watching this after, let us know if you fuck with the idea of streaming to Instagram, or we should just kill that. I don't know if you guys watch long form content on the phone. I think that's the one missing thing that I didn't think about. Do people sit and watch long form content on the phone?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't watch a stream on the phone. Everybody's saying Creed in the chat. You guys got timed out immediately.
What the fuck is Creed?
There's a couple of words that are banned in the chat. If you say daddy, it times you out for 5 seconds. Because I've had enough of that. And if you say Creed, it times you out for 5 seconds. Because we're not allowed to request Creed in this channel.
Nice.
Those are the two. But yeah, man. Let's we'll get ready for episode 3 next Sunday, which is definitely not on the phone from my humble time on board. Yeah, it's not for the phone. Yeah. That's for sure. We'll get ready for episode 3 next time, like we said.
Maybe a small teaser next episode of Hideaway.
Ooh, okay. We can do a little goal. If we hit a goal or something, we can leak our own song. We can leak our own song. All right, appreciate you guys, everybody that's here in the chat and everybody that's watching after the fact on YouTube. All the links will be under the video. Thank you guys for being here. And
yeah, I didn't get pissed off today, which is great.
You didn't get pissed off. That's true. That is very true. We need to piss JM off next time for episode 3. Thank you for the fire. For episode 3, we need to make sure that JM gets pissed off. So I'll post this as the question.
Yeah.
Yo,
can you get JM pissed off?
Yeah, let's ask us questions in the box there that would probably piss him off. There we go.
Like, make like the statements, you know.
Play some Creed, problem solved. There you go. All right, appreciate you guys. We're gonna raid our friend Krago. We just met him in the Twitch world. So stick around for the raid. He's doing some music reactions and stuff like that. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. JM, you know what to do.
No, fuck. I was just thinking about it and I forgot what it was.
It's 3 words, bro. We've been saying it for 3 years.
I remember you did that to me last time, and now I'm like, as you're saying your goodbyes now, I'm like, fuck, he's gonna say that again, and I have no idea what to say. So, is it hit the whatever something? No. See you next time.
Hit the outro.
Yes.